Hey guys, Jeff Sire from The Practical Drummer here. I'm going to show you the third song off the '92 live album from the Rippingtons. I've shown you the second one, Aspen, and the fourth one, Weekend in Monaco. This third one, which I can't remember the name of the song, is a Latin groove. Again, it's done in a 2-bar phrase. Tony Morales, the drummer, likes the 2-bar phrases. So I'm going to show you, he plays it on the closed hi-hat with a cross stick. A cross stick is achieved by not putting the tip of the stick way down in the rim, but putting it a little bit up, as you can see here, just a little bit up. And so you get this nice fat sound. If it's too low, you get a kind of a tinny sound, okay? So you want to get a nice fat sound. I'm just lifting the stick, okay? He plays it like this, okay? We're not, just for complexity's sake, I'm going to play the left foot on the hi-hat on quarter notes, and the right hand on eighth notes on the closed hi-hat over here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so that's the right hand on the left foot. Now the cross stick is going to play the and of 1, the E of 2, the E of 3, and the 4 in the first measure. Excuse me. And then the and of 1, the E of 2, the E of 3, and the and of 4. So instead of the 4, he plays the and of 4 in the second measure. Okay, and that sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Okay, so you can just make sure that you get all of those hits exactly when you say for instance E, 2E. You want to make sure it's right on the E, right? 1E and a 2E and a, right? 1E and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, right? Okay, so that was the first measure. Just to break it down, you can count 16th notes even though you're playing 8th notes. Now the bass drum line is the same for both measures. Basically it's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And that sounds like this. 1 and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Okay, a little bit up the speed. 3 and 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Okay, so it's really a nice kind of Latin feel. It's syncopated because there's some does in there, hitting on the da. So what we want to do now, though, is to combine the left hand and the right foot, which poses kind of a challenge. Took me a little bit to figure this out. So I'm going to try to play this slow, and then I'll bring it up to speed. So just putting it together. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Okay, so I missed an E of 3, right? But I kept going. So, again, it's a challenge to play it a little bit slow. So, I'm going to bring it up to speed a little bit. But what happens is, on the first measure, the 4, actually, he brings it over to the tom, the low tom. Okay, so instead of hitting 4, he goes 4. And then instead of hitting the and on the second measure, he actually goes 4E and. 4 and. Okay? 4E and. So the first measure is 4, and then it's 4E and on the second measure. Okay? So instead of the cross stick, you just bring it up to that sound source, adding the E of 4 between, in front of the and of 4 to make that little kind of riff. So check it out. I'm going to play it slow. Again, I'm going to try to play it slow, and then I'll bring it up to speed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4E and. Okay, so up to speed. He plays it, this is the tempo he plays it on the album. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so on the first measure, when I sped it up, I actually hit the floor tom on the and of 4, right? So, but I got back on track. So, you know, just practice this. The more you do it over time, if I sat here and did it for 10 minutes straight, I would really get it in my body and I'd know how to play it. So then, you know, once you know how to play this, you can start adding different inflections or bringing, instead of, you know, the left hand on the tom here, you can play it on a left hand sound source. You know, sky's the limit. You can get creative, but that's the basic bones of this song, the third song on the 92 Live in LA Rippingtons album. So take care, practice that up, and post some comments. Take care.